we will see the what are the factors which affecting the dry weather flow. So factors affecting the dry weather flow means what is the cause or what are the things which is responsible or any changes in the dry weather flow. Let me see one by one. Okay. There are the many reason this flow and the quantity of the sanitary sewage that dry way or the dry weather flow which depends upon. So what are those factors which is responsible for the affecting the dry weather flow? Or one is rate of water supply. If the amount of the water supply is more by the municipal, then they will use the water very frequently and very liberally. So the rate of the water will also depend upon the rate of the water supply. Next is population. So as the population, as the number of the population get increases, the amount of the usage of the water is also get most increases. Okay, that is also one type. So in detail I will explain, but just I'm telling you just what is the reason one by one point wise. But in depth I will take each individual factors such as the rate of the water supply, population, type of the area. Each one I will take separately and I will explain in detail. So the second one is population. So as the population growth increases, usually the the flow of the water wastewater will also get increases. Next is the type of the area served. So what is the type of the area? Usually the rural area, the amount of the water usage is very high. In the case in the rural it is very high for the agriculture and other purpose, and the household core work is very more. But in the case of the urban, the usage of the water is very less compared to excluding the industrial wastewater. So this dry weather area, the usage of the water is very less in the case of the household core work in the case of the urban area. Next is infiltration of the ground. This infiltration of the ground that depends upon the groundwater table, type of the soil. So infiltration is also another one factor which affects the dry weather flow. Next we will see the first point, the rate of water supply. Next I will explain first I will explain the rate of the water supply. Next I will explain the population growth. After explaining in detail about the factors affecting the population growth, then I will go for the type of the area and infiltration of the ground. First let me see about the first factor which is affecting is rate of the water supply. In the rate of the water supply, the quantity of the wastewater which is produced from the community would be naturally depends upon the rate of the water supply per capita day. Per capita means per head, uh, per day. The what is the amount of the water which is being supplied? So that's what it's called as rate of water supply per capita per day. The quantity of the wastewater entering the sewers would be less than the total of the water quantity of the water which is being supplied. This is because the fact that some of the water will be lost in the domestic consumption, so such as the cooking, evaporation, lawn sprinkling, firefighting, industrial consumptions, such. So however, the private source of the water supply and infiltration of the subsoil water in the sewers increases the wastewater flow and flow rate. This extra water that enters the sewers can be assumed to be approximately equal to water lost in the consumption. So on this basis or on this reason, the one can assume the wastewater flow rates equal to rates of the water supplied by the municipal authorities or corporation authorities. So if, however, the one is sure that no extra water enters to the sewers, so that is a groundwater infiltrations. The wastewater quantity may be assumed to be 80% of the water which is being supplied to each houses. The sewer should be designed for a minimum of 150 liter per capita per day, per day per person. So 150 liter should be provided. So World Health Organization also they are also fixed per person 150 to 180 liters or 250 liters. Each person should get the water for the domestic usage, for toilet, drinking, cooking, and everything. So you need around 150 to 250 liters per day. Next is the population growth. So the sewers, the sewerage system or sewage system is designed for the quantity of the wastewater, not only of the present population but also population of few years. The forecasting years is being taken into consideration. That population forecast that can be done by the following method. One is arithmetic method, another is a geometrical increase method, incremental increase method, decreased rate growth method, and graphical extension method and graphical comparison method. Zoning method also be zoning and ratio correlation method is also be taken into consideration. So that's about the population growth. So I will what is this density of the population calculation, one problem also will do it after this explaining of the type of the area served and infiltration. Next is the type of the area served. Type of the area served. Type of the area served. The quantity of the wastewater which produced or been come to the sewers, that depends upon the weather. The area is being served, it is a residential area or commercial, or it is an industrial area, or it is in a rural area or urban area. The wastewater from the residential area directly depends upon the rate of the water supply. If there is no infiltration of the waters which take place in the sewer, then there are no private source of the supply. These wastewater produced from the residential area may be assumed as equal to 70 to 80% of the water supplied through the public supply system. The amount of the wastewater produced from the industrial locality that depends upon the types of the industries and the corresponding industrial process. In some cases, the commercial undertaking, the sewage flow rates can be determined after carefully study of the various process which is been involved. That in some cases it may be 85%, some cases it may be 90%. It will depends upon the after complete study. Next we will see about the infiltration of the ground. The infiltration of the ground, that is usually takes place from the subsoil water. That means surface, not surface, ground surface. Below the ground surface, whatever the subsoil are there, these subsoils may infiltrate to sewers. Whatever the drainage pipe is there, to that it may infiltrate through a very joints are will be there. No, there will be chances of there may be improper connection. There is a leaky joints will be there. This infiltration is a process. Sometimes it may be reverse process, sometimes it is a process where the flow will be takes place inside the sewers. So the chances of increasing where the groundwater table is very low, very at the lower level. So there the sewers water will move inside the soil. Where the groundwater table is very high, nearer to the ground surface, there the water will move out, it will infiltrate to the sewers. So this is the process will takes place. One time it will be infiltration, sometimes it will be exfiltration. Exfiltration is movement of the water from the drainage to soil. Infiltration means movement of the water will takes place from the soil to sewage pipe. So that is the infiltration. However, infiltration is much as important for the point of the sewer design. Infiltration, it is unnecessarily increase the load on the treatment plant. So that's about the infiltration of the ground. So these are the factors which affecting the dry weather flow.